State Traffic Management Authority, LASMA, for breaching BRC lane regulations between January and August 2024. Taufik said all offenders have been charged to the Lagos State Mobile Court for prosecution. He reiterated that motorists plying routes from Bulegba through Iyanokpaja, Dokpaimu, and Oshodi must strictly adhere to designated lanes. The Motor Vehicle Administration Agency (NVAA) has issued a stern warning to motor dealers in Lagos State, urging them to refrain from using touts to obtain or renew their dealership certificates. Discussion comes following the discovery of fake certificates being presented for renewal, many of which were fraudulently signed by unauthorized individuals. General Manager of the agency, Rashid Muniokwala, who expressed displeasure for such illegal activities, stated that law enforcement agencies, including the Nigerian Police, Vehicle Inspection Services, VIS, and Lagos State Traffic Management Authority, LASMA, have been placed on high alert to verify the authenticity of dealership certificates at all times. Muriokwala emphasized that motor dealers must procure and renew their certificates only at designated MVAA stations across the state. He warned that any dealer involved in these illegal activities will face penalties and be mandated to obtain genuine certificates. Muriokwala also advised motor dealers to stop patronizing touts and ensure they follow the appropriate procedures to avoid sanctions. Lagos State government has released the results of the year 2024 Basic Education Certificate Examination (BECE). Director of Lagos State Examinations Board Adebayo Orunsolu stated that all concerned schools in the state are allowed to have direct access to their results online to eliminate the burden and stress associated with coming to the board for the physical collection of results. Orunsolu noted that the initiative will also eliminate the delay usually associated with getting the results in good time. He commended all stakeholders for their cooperation and for being part of the success story of the new policy of the board. Orunsolu urged authorities concerned to visit the board's portal on https://examsboard.lagostate.gov.ng using their school's default or existing usernames and passwords provided during the registration of their students to print their school's results with effect from today. Lagos State Office for Disability Affairs, LASODA, has advocated collective action in the fight against sexual and gender-based violence. Its General Manager, Adenike Oyetunde Lawal, made the call at a symposium hosted by the Lagos State Domestic and Sexual Violence Agency, DSVA, in collaboration with the International Institute for Democracy and Electoral Assistance International, IDEA. Oyetunde Lawal urged everyone to support the government by promptly reporting cases of abuse to appropriate authorities. Oyetunde Lawal also called on private organizations to collaborate with state agencies in curbing the menace, stressing the importance of ensuring human rights and protection for all, including people with disabilities. According to the organizers, the event was designed to review a decade of efforts addressing sexual and gender-based violence in Lagos. And now to the rest of the stories. The Federal Executive Council, FEC, has approved the establishment of a disaster management fund. Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun, said this after the Federal Executive Council, FEC, meeting presided over by President Bola Tinubu. According to the minister, in this era of climate change, no matter the prevention measures in place, disasters will still occur. He emphasized the importance of pulling funds from various sectors and being prepared when disasters strike. Edu also revealed that the council passed the Economic Stabilization Bill, which is largely based on recommendations of the Fiscal Policy and Tax Reform Committee. He explained that this bill is aimed at implementing the committee's recommendations, including proposed amendments to the company's income tax. The Nigerian Red Cross Society (NRCS), with support from the International Federation of Red Cross and Red Crescent Societies, has launched an emergency appeal to assist the most vulnerable individuals across Nigeria over the next 18 months. The appeal aims to raise 2.5 billion naira, focusing on enhancing livelihoods, health, nutrition, and water sanitation and hygiene wash services in the most affected regions. NRCS Coordinator of Communications and Advocacy, Chima Nwankwo, in a statement said it is intended to mitigate the effects of severe hunger and malnutrition in Nigeria. Now to foreign news. Israeli air attacks on southern Lebanon have killed at least 182 people and wounded more than 700. According to the Lebanese Ministry of Public Health, children, women and medics were among the victims in the attacks. Lebanese media also reported that residents received text messages telling them to move away from any building where it claimed Hezbollah stores arms until further notice. Meanwhile, Hezbollah has launched about 150 rockets, missiles, and drones into northern Israel in retaliation for strikes that killed a top commander and dozens of fighters. In our sports, former Nigerian international Eti Messin has advised the Nigerian Football Federation (NFF) to stick with Austin Eguavoen as head coach of the Super Eagles and forget about hiring a foreign coach. Essen made this known on the backdrop of his impressive outing with the senior national team at the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers, where the team defeated Benin 3-0 before playing out a 1-1 draw against Rwanda. He said Eguavoen should be allowed to remain with the Super Eagles and continue with the good work he has done. And that's all for the news at 6. Maintain adequate distance from the vehicle ahead of you to avoid collision. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms. On X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. On YouTube, subscribe and watch us live on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website on www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration constructed watchtowers with alarm bells and perimeter fences in model colleges? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Government has emphatically admonished all motorists, both private and commercial, to desist from the continued infringement on bus rapid transit (BRT) lanes across the state. The Federal Executive Council (FEC) has approved the establishment of a disaster management fund. We also told you that Israeli air attacks on southern Lebanon have killed at least 182 people and wounded more than 700. And in sports, former Nigerian international Eti Messin has advised the Nigerian Football Federation (NFF) to stick with Austin Eguavoen as head coach of the Super Eagles and forget about hiring a foreign coach. For contact with the newsroom, please send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Zainab Alibeshi. I am Akan Usen. Thanks for listening and please stay safe.